Okay, so this starts out. I was had the opportunity to go to England with my ex-girlfriend now, and I was like, well, why not? Her sister lived over there, so got to stay in a free place. So, hey, airfare and a little bit of travel money, so why not? So, that's the easy part. So we get to the Fargo airport. That's all fine, whatever. And the problem starts there because the flight that was going to leave Fargo was delayed in Denver or somewhere else, and it got into Fargo late. So this created a snowball of events that we shall experience together tonight. So, first of all, the guy in Fargo's like, okay, I got it all figured out for you. Instead of having the direct flight from Minneapolis to London, we're going to have you go from Minneapolis to Denver, to Denver, and then to Amsterdam, and then back to London. So it's like, okay, sure, hopefully it works out. So we get, we do fine, we get to Amsterdam, and at this point, we got a little bit confused, and we actually ended up entering the country and getting our passports stamped, which was, oh, okay, whatever. And we also discovered at this point that my girlfriend's luggage was definitely not going to make it with us. I had a carry-on. More of that later. So I think we had like a 5 or 6 hour layover in Amsterdam, and at this point, it's one of those things where when you're on that overseas flight, you can like close your eyes, but you can't really sleep. You know, it doesn't really happen. As we finally discover, okay, we get back through customs because we illegally entered Amsterdam, so we had to legally leave again to get back into the regular airport part. So after we do that, we go it was a Delta flight, so we go up to the Delta counter, and they're like, we can't help you, you have to go to this counter. So, and then they're like, okay, we can't help you have to go to this other counter. Regardless, we end up getting in line at this place that apparently is just super busy all of a sudden. I think there was like a basketball team or something that were at these kiosks or whatever. So we go get a ticket. Okay, all right. I think like 15, 20 minutes later, we finally get up to the counter and we say, okay, we are trying to get to London. Our flight got delayed or whatever, and we just want to get to London. We want to get a flight. Apparently, the guy in Fargo, he screwed up. So the lady starts tapping around on her computer for a while. This goes on for about 5-10 minutes, and then she calls over one of her, I don't know, maybe her manager or one other guy. So there's the two of them talking to each other in Dutch. This went on for probably 50 more minutes. We stood there for like an hour at the counter. So they finally got it figured out, and we were able to get our tickets to on a British Airlines flight to London. So we go up to the counter and they're like, "Is your carry-on too big?" I'm like, "No, it is not." So those bins that you have to put it in to show that it's big enough, small enough. So I go over. It's pretty snug. So I just go boom, jam it in there, and bam, pull it back out. I gave the ladies at a counter a pretty good laugh, I think, at that point, because I was not checking my bag. So, okay. So after all that, it was a good thing. I think we spent like another hour at a table trying to keep each other awake at this time because we'd been up for who knows how long. So go on the British Airways flight. That was was all great and everything. So we were so my ex-girlfriend's sister and her husband, they live. He was in the Air Force, so they live out in some town. I forget exactly what it is now. So we were going to take the train there. So we take the tram from the London airport to the train station, and I think we walked up and down that train station like 5, 6, 7 times trying to find the train they were supposed to take to get to their place. And we're like, we can't find this. Where's this information that we're supposed to know which one to go on to get to where we're going? So I had an apple in my backpack, and I'm like, I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat my apple. So I finished my apple, and I go to throw it away, and I look up, and it's like, oh, hey, that's the information I needed. So we figure out that we get on the train, and we figure out that, yeah, this was definitely the last train of the day. So we're like, okay, we're good. So we're on the train, and it's going, and I realize a little while later that, you know what? I think this train breaks in half, and we are on the wrong half. So the next 3 or 4 stops that we were at, me and my girlfriend get out of the car and hop into the next car, and then repeat that process a couple times, and we finally get to where we were supposed to be, and it was the last car of it. We see it break off and go, whew. So we get there, and we made it.